Peace and blessings. Hey everyone. Hey. Hello. Divine day. And yes, I'm back this week. But before I get into the topic for today, I want to check in with you. How are you doing? What y'all do this week? How has it been? Comment below and let me know what y'all had going on, because I could say I had a great week. One of the things I'm really proud of myself of doing is staying consistent with my content, posting every single day, not letting up. It's just a great week, and it feels good to stay consistent when you haven't been consistent like that. So yes, I'm back for another week. Not really for another week. I'm actually going to be here for a while. I know I said that in the past, but I'm actually holding myself accountable now more than I did. So like I said, comment below. Let me know how y'all day been, how y'all week been, and all that good stuff. And if you're new here, my name is Aaliyah Nadine, and welcome to your Healing Safe Space, and more importantly, reclaiming your joy. That is what this channel is about. That is what I'm about, because listen, it's been a journey. It really has. But we're going to get into that in another video, where we're just going to talk, and I'm going to, open up a bit more. But right now, we have a topic. Guess what the topic is? Okay, fine, I'll tell you. This topic is about triggers. More specifically, how to handle triggers without shutting down or self-blaming. Yeah, it's a little windy, so if you hear the wind, and y'all can see it, so that's what's going on. That's why I got both of my pods in. My mic died, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to the good stuff. Oh, and I have my notebook, because if I do not stay on task, if I don't hit all these points, I'm going to go somewhere else. So this is just to keep me aligned with the topic today. So, triggers. What is a trigger? Little backstory. I never really knew what a trigger was. I just always said it like, you're triggering me. Something happened and that triggered me, because now I feel a way. But when I started deep diving into my healing process, and more recently with reclaiming my joy, to understand what like your inner child healing is, triggers are important to identify. They are important to know what they are in order to respond and react differently than you did before. So let me get you the information about what triggers are. So triggers are signals that come from your nervous system when there is a red alert. When there is something that is familiar, but the red alert is for safety. I'm gonna let that sink in. Triggers are your nervous system signal to you to let you know that this is unsafe territory. Now, how does that happen? It happens over time. You don't know that you're actually training yourself for safety, and it happens in the subconscious. You train your nervous system to protect you because you felt abandoned, you felt not heard, you felt like things were just not going your way, so you created this protection mechanism within yourself that now your body signals you when something is too familiar, and it's like, red alert, don't do that, don't go there. And sometimes we ignore it because it's like, I know I feel away, but let me just do it anyway. So I'm gonna give y'all one of my most intense triggers. When I'm not heard, my voice. And what I mean by that is a huge trigger for me is when I feel like I'm not heard from someone else, whereas though I'm having a conversation, I'm trying to tell you something and you just don't want to hear what I'm talking about. And it triggers me so bad that I shut down and I go into this cocoon of ain't no point in me saying anything, there's no point in me responding or reacting, like really speaking my mind to whoever it is I'm talking to that is just ignoring me. And that came from a childhood trauma. That came from when I was younger. I was always told that I talk too much. I was just yabba. And I was told to shut up. I was always told, damn, Aaliyah, you talk too much. So when I got older, when it came to expressing myself through my voice, it just didn't happen. I really allowed other people to do things that I knew I didn't like, but I knew that if I was to say something that they wouldn't hear me, it wouldn't change or anything like that. It was just like, what is the point of me even speaking up, because you're not going to hear me anyway. That was very intense for a long time. Like that, it always triggered me when like I'm talking to you and then it's like, oh, I don't want to talk about it no more. What the hell did you just say to me? You don't want to talk about it? What the hell you mean you don't want to talk about it? And then I felt like I had to, when I got to a certain point, I had to over explain myself. And I only did it through text message because I wasn't in person face. It did a lot, y'all. It did a hell of a lot to me. And my voice just wasn't it. And I feel that that's what took me so long to really be consistent on certain platforms. Here, TikTok, Instagram, because I felt like, what was the point? Or nobody gonna listen to me. Nobody gonna hear me. I was worried about what other people would say or do or feel about what the hell I'm talking about. But now it's a lot different because I have maneuvered through that trigger. I have identified what it was, and when it was coming up or when I felt like I was shut down, it's like, nope, I had to make myself feel safe to speak my mind. I had to make myself feel safe to say what the hell I needed to say and then not feel bad about it. Yeah. I just felt relief. I was speaking that to y'all. And I don't feel ashamed or fearful of using my voice now. It feels like butterflies and unicorns. It really feels good to be able to do it now. Unapologetically, yeah, that. Oh yeah. I'm gonna give you another trigger. Story time. So, growing up, being in school, right? I could not stand language arts, right? I couldn't stand the English language because it was so much. So as I got older, like I passed, you know what I'm saying? I got good grades and all that. I just couldn't stand it when I was in it. But nevertheless, when I got older, how I talk is like straightforward. simple terms, no big words. It gives me a headache. Couldn't stand the shit. And see, this is also a trigger to my voice. When I would talk to certain people who either had a higher education, you know, or, you know, they just spoke so proper, I guess, they would correct me in what I'm saying. Whether I'm texting and a comma is missed, an explanation points is missed, a period, a run, what the hell is it called? A run-on sentence, because who the fuck? Anywho, I will always be corrected, and that will piss me off. Because how in the hell you want to correct me, but you know exactly what the hell that I'm saying? See, y'all, look, I just had another moment. But it's not a bad moment. It's just like, what? Because then it would piss me off and I would stop talking to the person. Like, don't say shit to me. I don't even want to have a conversation no more because, nope. I don't even want to talk because you're trying to play me. And I don't like that. And you know that I know how to talk. You know I know how to, you know, in a sense, get my point across. Sometimes I over-explain. Like, I repeat the same thing. But I just want you to get it due to the fact you're saying that you don't freaking understand what the hell I'm talking about. And that used to bother the hell out of me. But now, I don't give a damn. I speak my mind all the time. And those that hear me will hear me. Those that don't hear me, don't hear me. It just is what it is. I don't give a shit. But anyway, okay, back on track. But those are some examples of triggers, right? Oh, wait, I got another one. When... This is something that I actually had to really grasp recently. So this is more of a recent thing. When... I'm trying to think how to simplify it. Okay, I got it. When I want someone else to do what I do, how I do it. So if it doesn't get done, I'm bothered, but also too, like, the feeling of fight or flight, like feeling like, okay, now I have to do more than I felt like I was supposed to do because I thought that this was gonna be a certain way. I had to sit with myself and check myself like, girl, that is your ego. Stop it. No one is like you. No one is going to do the things that you do. So you being bothered by another being not doing what you do, how you do it, it's not fair. It's not okay, because everybody do things the way that they want to do things, or the way that they know how to do it, even if they're going through the process of actually learning something different, right? I had to check myself, yo. I had to really, like, Aaliyah, stop that shit. Get it together. But it came from me always being by myself. Always being alone, not depending on anybody, not looking at, like, you know, that there's another person there to help. Or not even just in a romantic relationship, but just people in general. Nobody is going to be like you. Nobody's going to do what you do, how you do it. So you cannot expect that. Like, knowing who people are is the best thing for you to know, so you know how to maneuver and not get mad when they don't. I had to learn that with family, friends, all that. And now I'm in a better space because now that doesn't trigger me. No, that was a lie. I'm getting better. There we go. Transparency. I am getting better with that. So, that is some examples of triggers. They really come from people, places, and things. And it started very young. It starts very young with triggers. Because then when you become an adult and you have adult relationships with people, those triggers surface really, really intensely, because that's all you know. All you know is like to be safe, and your body is going to send you an alarm. It's going to be like ding ding. Your chest will feel tight. You'll start breathing heavily, like having anxiety. You know, you'll feel weird, like eerie in a sense, like you'll be irritated, or your face will turn, like your energy will shift. All of that plays a huge part in basically trying to protect you. Your nervous system is there to protect you, so it's going to warn you when things are unsafe. Not everything is unsafe, but it's just kind of how your nervous system was trained since you were very young. Yeah. All right, y'all. Like I said, staying on track. All right, wait. Yeah, staying on track. Okay. So, okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'm staying on track. Because I'm just talking. I like to talk, but I want to stay on track to get this out, and then we'll get into a little bit more stuff before the end of the video. So, do not ignore your triggers. Don't ignore them, because when you ignore them, they are going to continue to pop up, and your body will continue to make you play safe, and that's not always what you want. So this is how to track triggers safely. When a trigger occurs, take a few deep breaths. That means you became aware of what just happened. You gain knowledge of what just happened. Then you start to pay attention to the way that it makes you feel. Chest, anxiety, your energy shifts, your face turns, you feel off. You feel like something's wrong. Then it's like you get these feelings in your stomach like, oh no, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. But pay attention to how you feel. And when you start feeling those things and thoughts start coming through your mind, whether they're like you tell yourself that you feel, not telling yourself, but you feel scared, or you feel like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Or then you just get mad and you just shut down. When you pay attention, when you feel and those thoughts begin to come in, repeat, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. And take a few deep breaths to calm yourself down. And then you'll be able to recognize what happened. You'll be able to analyze that. You'll take the experience, you'll step back, and you'll look at it and be like, okay, what exactly happened that triggered me? Like, you rewind the whole, from the way you feel back to right before you feel, like rewind it and then look at it and just be like, okay, that happened. My body felt this way. Okay. How do I get better with this trigger? How do I tell myself or get myself to feel safe to pass that threshold? And then you say, we're gonna get it together. It's all right. And when you do that, that means you are aware. You've acknowledged what happened. You allowed yourself to feel all of those feelings. You took deep breaths. You calmed yourself down. You centered yourself. And now it's like, okay, what do I do next? Stop flipping over. What do I do next? I'm gonna tell you what you do next. Write it down. Writing is the most, I'm sitting here trying to come up with words, y'all. I'm I'm trying to express what writing does. Okay. Writing is the key to your healing. I had to summarize all my thoughts. Writing is the key to healing because you can see everything that's in your mind on paper. You can write your feelings on paper. For you to see it, for you to express it, for you to go through your process in the most beautifulest way. Because in my last video, again, if you haven't watched it, you go back and watch it. I was talking about a diary when we were young, and I used to write all the time. It gave me so much relief. Like everything I was feeling or thinking, I left it on the paper. To that point, when I couldn't verbally say what I wanted to say because I didn't feel safe, I didn't feel that people would hear what I had to say, I would write. I used to write letters. And I would write letters to people that I wanted to express something to. And guess what happened? Nobody responded. And that was okay. But I got what I needed to get out on paper because this is my safety. I can put anything on this paper, and once I send it or give it away, it is gone. It is off of me. Meaning I know I said what I said to you, and I know I said it. Writing is your medicine. If you don't write, start writing. If you used to write, get to writing again, because I had to get back to it, to the point where like I created some things for myself in my process that I'm in now, my reclaiming my joy. So starting with my inner child healing, I'm writing. With my triggers, I'm writing. So I'm looking at all of the things that I need to become the best version of myself, and that's why I'm writing. Because again, I used to write all the time, it was my safety, but now this is bigger because now I can write stuff down like I did, and now I'm speaking to you of what I wrote down, because this is how I keep myself aligned. Because like I said, if I don't, y'all, I'm just gonna be talking in circles, or going from one point, then I'm going all the way into the universe and talk about something else, and I just didn't want to do that. So I just wanted to stay okay, and this is helping me stay focused, be intentional about what I'm talking about, and giving the information that is helping me through my process that I'm actually going through right now. So this is, y'all listen, this is helping me. Look, watch when y'all see me in about 2 months, 3 months, it's gonna be like, oh, she ding ding ding, she doing it, because this is not really new, but new for this, new for y'all not this, but yeah. Triggers, y'all. I have a lot of them, but I manage them well now. Got an ant. It is Mother Nature. Yeah, y'all, I apologize for that. But I'm excited to continue on this journey. In the last video, I told you guys about, I have a freebie. It is in the link in my bio, and it's a inner child healing worksheet. It's 2 worksheets, and then the other one is a joy reset worksheet. These documents are just for you to reset yourself and to check in with your inner child. So if you would like to see what they're about, click the link in my bio, get your freebies, download them, tell me about them, use them every day. Let me know how it's helped you, if there's anything different that I can add, because again, this is a community, and let me know what you think. I greatly appreciate that, y'all. I really do. And again, this is a beautiful journey for me, and I hope that I help somebody, because that's what I want to do. So like I said, I hope you guys have had a great week, and comment below, let me know what's going on. Let's get the chatting and things, and I definitely will be back. Write your triggers down, identify them, acknowledge them, feel them, and work through them so you can get past that threshold. All right? Because that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing it now, and it's beautiful. So that's all I got for y'all today in this video. Like I said, click the link in my bio for your freebies, and we will definitely talk soon. Oh, it's so beautiful out. If it's beautiful and nice where you are, go and get yourself some fresh air, because I'm is. And that's it for today. Peace and love. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I will see you soon.